Hi, I'm Robert Chambers with the Chambers Group at Engel Volkers in Colorado Springs. And today I'm going to give you my top 5 tips for keeping your house show ready and running smoothly today on Realty Talk. I'm going to give a brief overview of some items to keep on your list of maintenance projects for your home. However, houses are complex and have countless items to maintain. If you've ever seen a professional home inspector's report, you know I can't cover everything in one video. So if you still have questions at the end, you're always welcome to email me or text me directly, and I promise to return your message. Let's get started with number 1. This one is probably the easiest to maintain, as long as it doesn't get out of hand to begin with, and that's landscaping. If you already have a lawnmower and a pair of pruners, staying on top of your landscaping can be a relatively inexpensive task that can make a big difference to the home's curb appeal. Aside from the tools needed for pruning bushes or mowing the yard, most established lawns can be easily maintained with a few other items that I believe are really important. Bags of weed and feed, fertilizer, and some grass seed. You can buy these at your local home store typically only once a year and apply them throughout the year. And remember, a well-placed shrub, tree, or even flowers can really add to the curb appeal of your home. There's one more thing though, and that's water. Water regularly and you'll have the best results. Not to boast, but my lawn is one of the best looking on the block, and I only spend about 2 to 3 hours a week mowing and cleaning it up. If you want more information on the products that I buy and how I care for my own lawn, please let me know in the comments section and I'll get right back to you. The second item to maintain can be relatively cheap on one end or pretty expensive on the other, and that's painting. If you've ever hired a painter, you may have experienced sticker shock when you received their quote. Believe me, I recently remodeled a house from the ground up, including masking, priming, and painting the entire house. And I know these tradespeople earn every cent of what they're paid for their time and labor. But if your home was already in good shape when you purchased it, painting can be an inexpensive and easy project that can help you keep your home looking fresh and new for years to come. We built our house just over 7 years ago, and it's been pretty easy for me to pour a small amount of paint into a cup or small tray, grab a brush, and walk around every room that's painted that color to make quick touch-ups to any scuffs or marks that I see. Doing this keeps my house looking fresh and gives me the pride of ownership. One thing I know is that keeping our house in great condition inside means if I ever wanted or needed to sell my house, that's one project that I don't have to worry about doing or paying a professional their price to do it for me. The same holds true for the exterior paint, as long as you're comfortable using a ladder. Exterior painting can be typically done once a year, and staying on top of maintenance here can save you thousands of dollars. It not only makes the house look well maintained, but it also protects the building materials the house is made from. The reason I say painting yourself can be a relatively inexpensive project is that the materials themselves are a small fraction of what labor would cost once a job became a full-scale total repainting job that you end up handing over to a professional. I'm a realtor, so I don't have what most people call weekends, but I know if I can find 15 to 20 minutes to do this every now and then, it seems like a reasonable trade-off for saving thousands of dollars in the long run. And I know my house is protected from the elements and still looks good as new. Number 3 is a bit more technical, but I've found you can learn how to do just about anything you want to do right here on YouTube. In fact, I actually taught myself how to cut and install crown molding, and I ended up doing a job I was proud to show off to anyone who would look at it. Okay, well, I'm not going to ask you to learn anything that complex, but it can be intimidating if you've never done it. It can also make a world of difference to the appearance of your home, and that's caulking. Yes, caulking. It's time consuming, but doing this yourself is super cheap regarding the material cost, and it's the little things that can make a difference. You don't have to do the project all at once, and it's not likely that every area needs attention. Simply pick a starting point like a window and chip away at the work a little at a time throughout the year. There are miles and miles of caulking throughout a house, and you probably haven't thought about it this way, but almost everywhere where two surfaces meet, there's caulking present to seal them or give them a finished appearance. So just look around and see if you notice any staining, peeling, or separation between surfaces and make the repair. Here are some places you'll find it. Some are obvious and some are not. You probably expect to see it around windows and doors and around bathtubs and showers in your home. But you may not have thought that in nearly every house there is caulking at the top of every single baseboard where it meets the walls and around the interior door frames. There are literally cases of tubes of caulking that go into all of the trim work when a house is being built. So just make sure to pick up the correct type for trim, or to use this for sealing wet areas, which will typically be the silicone type. Number 4 is the mechanical systems. You may not be qualified as a homeowner to take care of these yourself, but hiring professionals to maintain the mechanical systems who can clean, inspect, and service the systems in your house periodically can not only ensure they keep working safely and properly for as long as you live in the house, but having these services done regularly can save you big money by catching any issues early. Having services conducted by a professional typically costs somewhere in the low hundreds, while having a system replaced due to lack of maintenance can cost thousands of dollars. As an example, one system that comes to mind right away is the HVAC, your heating and air. It's been recommended to have this system serviced at least once every year and then follow the recommendations for the homeowner maintenance throughout the year. Number 5 is cleaning. Yeah, just keep it clean. I'm not simply talking about the dishes, countertops, and mirrors, but some of the areas many of us may ignore, like interior and exterior windows and baseboards, and pulling out the appliances is also a great idea. Speaking of appliances, staying on top of cleaning inside the stove, oven, and refrigerator can keep your appliances clean, safe, and healthy to use. And if you ever want or need to move, you can save hundreds of dollars over having them professionally done, which adds hours of labor to the cost of cleaning. As I said at the beginning of this video, I'm a realtor and I've helped hundreds of sellers prepare their homes to list and sell. And in some cases, they've ended up needing massive amounts of cleaning completed in order to make the home show ready. It's not that they didn't care for their homes, and on the surface, most of them looked really clean and tidy. But when you wear the glasses of scrutiny a buyer looks through, you can see that there can be quite a bit of deferred maintenance over the years. We just sold a listing, and you may not believe this, but the seller didn't have the time required to do all the cleaning themselves, so they ended up hiring a professional to clean it for them before the showings began. And then the buyers requested a second move-out cleaning as a condition in their offer. Yes, if it's that important, a buyer can put that request right up front in the offer. Anyway, the point is, the seller paid a cleaner $500 for the initial cleaning, and once all of their furniture and belongings were moved out, the second move-out cleaning cost another $800. That's $1,300 just on cleaning, and the cleaner earned every cent. They cleaned the stove, oven, refrigerator, baseboards, and just about every surface in the house. Cleaning isn't fun for most people, but if you've seen what I have in the process of showing and selling hundreds of homes, you would understand why this item made my top 5 in the projects list. Of course, I couldn't name every project in this short video, but if you're thinking about selling and need a trained eye to help you prepare your house for the market, I'd be happy to make an appointment with you if you're within about 30 miles of the Colorado Springs market. If not, I can help you find a professional, top-notch realtor in your local market, wherever in the world you may live. If the Chambers Group can personally help you buy or sell a home, we'd be honored to be of service.